That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May.
Sewage, a fairly overlooked aspect of our everyday lives. Today we're going to go into depth about how our sewage goes from point A to point B. But before we can look into the present, we need to go into the past. Before we can actually talk about the movement of waste, we have to talk about the movement of water. Now, the way the Romans moved their water to their cities were using aqueducts. Aqueducts were these artificial means of moving water, usually in a bridge form. Now, in the Greeks' days, they would just dump their waste into the street. That caused a lot of diseases. So once the Roman cities had aqueducts, in the evening they would release water, some of the water, that would rush through the streets and eventually end up in these piping systems underground. And those would lead to rivers where they would be dumped out. This same kind of system worked when it came to bathrooms. Like, the Romans had public latrines, and they also had bathhouses where they would also go through these types of sewer systems into rivers. You ready for this, Brayden?
Heck yeah.
So, what exactly are we doing?
You're going to a maintenance, sewage place or facility where we're gonna interview a person
Dope.
about sewers and the maintenance of sewers.
Basically.
So, yeah.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks.
Ready for this, Brayden?
Yes, sir. Almore. Oh, shoot. Almore.
Oh no, he's at City Hall.
Hey, George. I believe your guests are here. Okay, I'll be down in a second. Thank you.
Are you here to interview him?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's gonna be George.
He'll be right back.
Awesome, thank you. Hey, I'm John the Common. Nice to meet you.
All right.
You're okay that I record this, right? I just want to get it done for the project. Awesome.
As a supervisor, I work under the direct management of these two guys. They are managers. I have a crew of about 10 people that works under me, and as he stated, we have about 150 pump stations, 147 pump stations. So my crew has half of those stations that they're responsible for maintenance of different sorts. My job is to get the maintenance work out, report back to my managers. It's just a routine day. It's a daily thing, but actually it's to maintain pump stations and make sure that sewer stay in between the pipes and not on the ground or in drinking water.
So basically, you want to keep your operations in line, make sure everything is going straight smoothly.
Right.
How are the sewers maintained? Like how often does a pipe burst, or when it bursts, what happens around here?
Okay, if a pipe bursts, which we don't want that to happen, but if one do burst, we have another department that take care of sewer lines repairs, and that department called line maintenance. We are maintenance, and line maintenance, they fix the water lines, the sewer lines, and all that stuff. So if we get a failure at one of our pump stations, if it's something they can fix, we'll call them. If not, we'll contract out.
We're basically on the collection portion of it. After all the line, everything travels through the line, we're at the end where it comes to, and then we're responsible. It usually ends up at the end of all of the traveling. It ends at the pump station. That's the collection point for that.
You know, we got 147 pump stations.
Shit. Good.
As far as the maintenance, we pretty much do a maintenance inspection every day. So by doing that, we kind of catch problems most of the time before they take place.
Between line maintenance and maintenance is a shared effort in what the department, to meet the departmental needs of what we have. They usually take care of all of the, like I said, the piping and everything that's outside of the station. And then we are really responsible for getting it away from, actually to the station, to the Hampton Roads portion of it.
Any after-hour emergencies we have personnel that's already on duty to respond to whatever situation may take place.
What would surprise them about your job? Like, if you went into detail about explaining.
Probably I would say that what surprises a lot of folks, people, is it's just the stages that it go through from start to finish. You know, as Willie was explaining, the pump station is a collection tank, and that's one of the last places that sewage comes to before it goes out to HRSD. It's an amazing process to see how, you know, where it starts from, actually in your home, and how it travels through pipes, various pipes at various locations, and then where it ends up at could be a totally different place from the location that it started from. So I would say that really, I don't want to say amazing, but it's interesting to people from the start to the end point of how sewage actually really flows through this town.
How have you guys been working at this facility, or as a supervisor manager?
Well, I've been with the city 34 years.
I've been employed here for about 24 years, I think maybe 11 or 12 years as a supervisor.
Yeah, been here 33 years, about 12 years as a manager, so 12, 13 years, something like that.
What is the strangest things like this has happened, like when a sewer pipe bursts? And I know you guys get like information on like how it bursted or what caused it. What's the strangest thing that you guys have had to deal with?
For the most part, I don't know if this is strange, but basically what causes those pipes to burst is cold weather. For the most part, since I've been here, that's been my experience on it. Just bad weather, nothing.
Somebody like cable company putting in a line and it hit something.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's some of the similar.
Yeah, line maintenance, as far as pipes and things of that nature, our sister division, which is line maintenance, they pretty much deal with pipes and things of that nature. We pretty much stick to pump stations, and we don't really have pipes that burst on us.
If we had a pipe to burst, it would be critical.
It would.
It would be hard on us because we're on the distribution side of what we're doing. In other words, everything comes to us, and then once it gets here, we're pushing it out that pipe. And if that pipe were to burst, we got force main pressures, we got everything that would be, we would not be the ones actually doing a repair to that, but we would be involved in the repair of that because we would have to find a way to get it from the pump station without going through. They would have to close valves so that we couldn't pump downstream, but we would have to find a way to pumping all trucks. It would affect us, and that's how close each division is in this department. We all work together.
Thank you very much. Y'all be good, man. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Success.
I work in the sewer, it's a very hard job. You know they won't hire just any old slob. You don't have to wear a tie or a coat. You just have to know how to float. We sing the song of the sewer. Of the sewer, we sing this song. Together we stand with shovel in hand to keep things rolling along. I work down a manhole with a guy named Bruce, and we are in charge of all the refuse. He lets me go first while he holds the lid. I'm telling you, sheesh, what a sweet kid. We sing the song of the sewer.